Good morning, everyone. I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank everyone for coming out and joining us today. I want to start by recognizing Mayor Duggan, the DLBA staff, our community partners, and most importantly, Detroit residents for making this milestone possible. Today, we are here to celebrate more than just a number. We're celebrating over 30,000 vacant lots returned to productive use.
Yeah.
Meaningful use in our Detroit neighborhoods. We're so excited to be here at the Etheldra May Williams Park. This represents lots that were formerly DLBA owned until Mr. Michael Williams purchased the lots and transformed them into a beautiful space that we see today. This is what today's announcement is about. Every single lot represents a resident, a homeowner, a community group who chose to invest in their neighborhood. These aren't just vacant parcels of land. They've become yard extensions, gardens, community parks, playgrounds, outdoor classrooms, community gathering spaces, and more. Since launching our site lot program in 2014, we've made it easy and affordable for residents to purchase adjacent lots for $100. We've now sold over 30,000 vacant lots, and these efforts have strengthened neighborhoods, raised property values, reduced blight, and helped create safer, more vibrant communities. We are truly empowering Detroiters to take ownership of the land outside their doors. Today, we are proud to be in Brightmoor. And I know there's been a hold on some of the lots in this neighborhood for a while, and residents are eager to purchase. And we're excited to share that the hold has been released and the lots will soon be available. And in the coming weeks, we will be conducting a side lot fair coming to the community to help sell the lots to residents. So look for those announcements. We can't wait to see what the residents do with this land. As we celebrate today's milestone, we know the work continues. And with every lot sold, we move one step closer to our shared vision of a vibrant, thriving neighborhoods across our city. Thank you again to all of our residents, partners, city leaders who continue to make this progress possible. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Mike Duggan.
All right. Well, I wanted to be here to say congratulations to Tammy and to all the Land Bank staff. Land Bank staff, raise your hands. These are the folks who did this. And here is the thing. Every time there is a snag in getting a land bank property, there's a lot of attention. But 30,000 people have succeeded in buying vacant lots. For every person who has a complication, there's 100 who just pay their money and get their deed in the mail. And before the land bank, the city of Detroit had all these lots. And the only way you could get the lot next to your house, even if you were cutting it for years, was you had to have a formal action of the city council. You had to go through the whole city council process. You had to be really connected to figure out the city bureaucracy, and they sold maybe 50 lots a year. We wanted to make it easy so that if you own the house next door, you could pay $100 and get your deed, and that's what we have done. And now we're progressing on to the land that doesn't have a house next door. And we have gone slowly because we didn't want out-of-town speculators coming in and buying land in the neighborhoods. And so we made sure that when large groups of properties were sold, they were done with the endorsement of the people who live here, because we thought the people of the neighborhood should be able to determine the future of their neighborhood. And Michael Williams and I were out here a few years ago. I remember I think the street was flooded with water that day. And he said, I want to make a park for this community. I want to name it for my mom. If you can get me the deeds, I will do something really special for Brightmoor. He's had the patience to go through the process with us. And hasn't he done a remarkable job? We've turned the property back. We got 30,000 turned back. We got 60,000 to go. And the land bank doesn't want to own the land, but we want to make sure the neighbors have control. And so Tammy, Daniels, and everybody on your team, congratulations on basically 10 years of really hard work.
Thank you so much, Mayor Duggan. Now we're going to turn it over for a few remarks from Michael Williams, who's the host, who created this wonderful space that we are using today. So I'm going to turn it over to Michael.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. I want to thank everyone and welcome you to the Ethel May Williams Park. It's really special to have you all here today, not just to celebrate what the Detroit Land Bank has accomplished, but for you to see firsthand what's possible when people invest in their neighborhoods. This land, as probably most of you know, didn't always look like this. A few years ago, it was overgrown, it was filled with abandoned vehicles and tons of illegally dumped debris. I saw something more. I saw an opportunity to turn this place into a place where children could play, neighbors could gather, the opportunity to have creative people hone their skills and community come together. That's exactly what I think this space is today, and I hope that all of you agree with that. We now have weekly concerts that begin in July every Tuesday. We have twice yearly a classic car show right here on this spot. We have a retro food festival, and if anybody is old enough to remember Dot and Etta Shrimp Hut, we have them out here. We have a Harvest Fest, and we have a Holiday Light Fest that extends beyond the park and all the way up to Outer Drive, so we're doing great things. Coming soon is going to be a bird aviary, a reflecting pond, a walking trail, a sculpture garden, and a butterfly garden. And this year, to honor the 100th birthday of my dearly departed mother and the park's namesake, each Tuesday in August for our concerts, we're going to be having a Roaring Twenties theme. So all events at the Ethel May Williams Park are free, family friendly, and loaded with fun. So keep that in mind and come on out. Our family, and I have some of my siblings here today, we're going to continue to enhance this space, and we're going to do what we can to perpetually make it better with the improvements that I just mentioned. My family deserves this. You deserve this. The community of Brightmoor deserves this. I bought these lots through the DLBA because I believed in the potential of this space, and I wanted to honor my late mother, who was the heart of our family and believed deeply in giving back. This park is a tribute to her and the value that she instilled in myself and into my siblings. Yeah, the process wasn't always easy, but it was worth it. And I want everyone to know, if you live next to a vacant lot, if you see a space on your block that's vacant, filled with debris, you can be the person who can transform that. It's not just about land, it's about creating beauty, stability, and pride in the places that we call home. It's about building something that will last. So I want to thank the Detroit Land Bank Authority for making this possible, and I want to encourage all Detroiters, if you see a chance or an opportunity to improve your neighborhood, take it. It starts with one idea, one lot, and one person who is willing to say, I'm going to make this better. And thank you for being here and believing in Detroit. And as I see the great Reverend Larry Simmons out here, I want to say one last thing, and that is Brightmoor up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. Now we're going to turn it over to Vanessa Baez, who is a longtime Osborne resident, and she has also turned vacant lots in her neighborhood into a useful community asset. Vanessa?
Thank you. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity. My name is Vanessa Baez. Even though we're on the west side, I'm a east sider through and through. We have a park located on 6 Mile and Hoover, right on the corner. So 3 empty lots that I had the opportunity to purchase through the land bank. As far as it goes, everyone was friendly and so helpful. True, it's a process, but it just takes time, patience, and just have that vision. You can make it happen. London, I'm not sure if he's out there, but he has been so helpful with everything. I truly appreciate it. Without the guidance from the land bank, I couldn't have walked through this. I am a proud owner of dogs. I have 3 babies of my own, and in our neighborhood, we didn't have any space where we could take our children, our babies, so they could be free and run and be safe. So I'm retired, I decided to take my money and invest it into those lots. That's such a great opportunity. It's right down the street from my home, which, by the way, I purchased my home through the land bank as well. So I'm enjoying the opportunity when it happens. It's there. You just have to take the advantage of it. When the dog park started, we worked so hard. It's still a work in progress. But my husband and my son Arthur, they're out there every day working and cutting the grass, making it beautiful for the community. Our neighbors come by as we're working, and they're all appreciative of the chance to have a safe place where we can come and bring our children. Some communities only have one just for their area, so now we're going to have our own. We're building it, and it's all because of the land bank. If it wasn't for the chance to buy that for such a reasonable amount, we wouldn't have the chance. So again, I want to thank the land bank for making it possible for residents like me to take ownership of land and turn it into something positive for our community. Really, for our community. I don't know if it weren't for this program if my dream would have come true. I didn't realize that fencing costs so much, but I'm working on that one as well. We'll see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to the day when I can open my park to the community and we'll have a nice, safe place. Again, thank you for the opportunity.
All right. I gotta come out and see this.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bias. And then finally, we have Lauren Gillen, who is the owner of the Weatherby Community Garden. Lauren, would you share what you've done with the lots you got from the land bank?
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here and to be a part of the celebration. Thanks for the land bank, the mayor, and fellow Detroiters for being here today. Last year, I purchased a lot behind me through the side lot program after getting a flyer in the mail probably a few times before responding. Previously, I had went off to college to study public health and biology, and when I came back home, I had a very good passion about bringing back something to the nest. So when I found the opportunity through the land bank to purchase this lot, I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity to do something. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but we'll get it started. And through my love of my passion of food and gardening, I started to think, well, we'll start a community garden. After going to grocery stores that are local in the area and seeing a head of lettuce for $5 or $6, I knew that if it was expensive for me, that it was expensive for people who may not have had the opportunity to go off to school or to have a job. So we purchased a lot, and through this opportunity, we were able to start up our neighborhood association, Weatherby Community Neighborhood Association, where I'm the president, and then we purchased a lot to start our community garden so that we can provide our residents with free produce. They won't have to go to the grocery store and find things, so they can walk up the block and get lettuce and get romaine lettuce and not just iceberg, which was very important to me as a chef. This lot has brought our community closer. We've only got started this past year, and we were able to get awarded a Detroit beautification grant and have $10,000 to turn our one lot into a community garden space. I look forward to being able to provide my neighbors and residents with healthy and affordable, accessible groceries, as well as the opportunity to purchase more lots in the future to build a solar-powered kitchen that'll be able to, that people who have power or housing inabilities and instabilities can come and make their own food and actually pick tomatoes right off the vine and make their dishes. And then we plan to create a product, tomato sauce, to be able to sustain our garden and to bring more things to our community. Owning this lot has been more than just a space. It's created a community. People call, they have questions. If it's a dog or anything like that, I'm here to answer the questions. And then it's great to know that we're empowering our community and showing other community members that Black ownership is very empowering, that it's important for Detroiters to own Detroit land and not just sit here and, leave our spaces. It's important that my community members can walk down the street and see flowers and not just see an abandoned building and motorhomes or what trailers or whatever it may be. To anyone that's thinking about purchasing a lot and doesn't know what to do with it, I learned how to garden during the pandemic, so I'm brand new to this. This was the first grant that I applied for on my own besides smaller things, and just having the community, and we had the land bank come out and help us on Motor City Makeover Day to just clean up the lot. I just say that, just take the step. It just takes one person to make a change. It just takes one block, one side lot, one sidewalk to just change and to bring someone's day better and to just improve the quality of life. Thank you for the Detroit Land Bank for the opportunity for Detroiters to purchase land, to make it easy. I didn't have to go through a long process. I was very surprised actually how fast it was and how easy it was for me to be able to talk to someone and get more lots. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for being here today. Have a good one.
I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank all of our speakers and the mayor for coming out and supporting this wonderful event. I hope these stories have inspired anyone within earshot of the possibilities that can become reality if you just take that first step. And I want to just take the opportunity to let everybody know that currently on our website, we have over 27,000 side lots and neighborhood lots that are available to Detroiters at $100 and $250. So go on our website and start the process, because maybe next year we'll be celebrating at your location. So thank you so much for coming out. Let's have a good time. Let's start the music. Let's hope the food's ready. Thank you again.
Well, I'm so excited for what you've done.